cows. In January alone, they produced 3,429,749,273 pounds of milk produced for market and manufacturing. So these statistics would not be possible without bovine somatropin, also known as BST. Bovine somatropin is a growth hormone that is naturally found in cattle. Bovine stands for cattle, and somatropin is the name of the hormone. It's a protein hormone that is produced by the pituitary gland right at the base of the cow's brain right here. This hormone is important for growth, development, and other bodily functions of not only cows, but all other animals. According to effects of long-term administration of recombinant bovine by Nargonsak, published in 2008, there is a rapid decrease in milk yield after the peak of lactation, which occurs around 4 to 10 weeks after the cow's calf. And in that chart right there on the screen, you can see that the peak occurs right between 2 and 3 months, and then it continuously goes down after that. Now, this causes a considerably large loss of income for the dairy farmer. And in agriculture, sustainability is a huge part of it. There's emphasis on meeting human nutritional needs while decreasing the environmental impact on food production. Advances in agriculture productivity have allowed for the production of food that is safe, nutritious, and affordable. In particular, milk and dairy products are excellent sources of high-quality protein and provide many essential vitamins and minerals for the human diet. Now, one technology that allows for the production of this in the most sustainable way is recombinant bovine somatropin, also commonly known as RBST. RBST injections can increase milk production for about 10 pounds per day in early lactation and can increase the mammary blood flow by 49%, which is really essential for when cows produce milk. This BST gene was discovered and patented in 1970 by Monsanto. This product they marketed as Polzolac, as you can see up there. They sold their business for $300 million in 2008. And according to Dale E. Bauman in the Review of Emerging Animal Technology, the landmark breakthroughs in biotechnology allowed for production of BST by recombinant DNA technology. And in 1982, the first study was done on this product to test the safety of it on the animals and on human consumption. Ever since then, research has increased exponentially because, especially in our generation, people are becoming more aware of where their food is coming from and what's being put in it. We live in a growing environmental world with conscious people, and the demand for milk and dairy products has increased 300% in the past 7 years. And so in order to keep up with this, they developed this gene so we are able to produce more milk and more dairy products to be able to fulfill this demand. In the Journal of Dairy Science, Lauren Torr says, in the effect of bovine somatropin, that the use of BST in lactating cows has been very controversial, with opponents questioning the effect on cow health and milk consumption, whereas proponents have argued that it allows producing milk with fewer resources and reduces the greenhouse impact on the world. Consumers are often misinformed and assume that their milk that contains RBST is not healthy, because they don't know that BST is already a naturally occurring hormone in the cow. It contains proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, water, and trace amounts of bovine somatropin, or BST, the naturally occurring hormone. According to Update on Human Health Concerns on RBST by R.J. Coyer, published in 2014, results in further advancements in scientific knowledge indicate that there are no new human issues related to the RBST in the dairy industry. Use of RBST has no effect on the micro and macro composition of milk. Also, no evidence exists that RBST has increased human exposure to other hormones. Overall, milk and dairy products provide essential nutrients and related benefits in health maintenance and the prevention of chronic diseases. According to Effects of Recombinant Bovine Somatropin on Season and Plasma by M.A. Miller, published in 2008, a study showed that milk insulin factor 1 and 2 concentrations were unaffected by RBST treatments. However, the total output of milk insulin increased because of the increased milk yield. So some studies are being done that shows that the proponents of milk are increasing because of this, but it's only because the total milk yield is increasing. So all the components such as water, fats are going to increase anyway. According to the Journal of Dairy Science, effective Partum administration of recombinant bovine somatrophin on health and performance of lactating dairy cows. Composition of milk lipids is an important consideration because of its impact on nutritive value, so it's been tested a lot with this. Studies have demonstrated that fatty acid composition and cholesterol content of milk are also not affected by RBST injections. According to the magazine of Food, Farm, and Resource Issues, Volume 6, by A.M. McGurk, economic issues concern whether the introduction of BST will have a negative impact on the dairy industry, particularly small family-owned dairies. Opponents worry that lower milk prices spurred by BST-induced milk surpluses will hurt family farmers. Milk production costs will be lowered for dairy farmers who successfully use BST. For a 200,000-pound average production cow, this would be a cost of saving $46 to $104 per cow. It is ultimately up to the dairyman if they want to use this product or not. They have to take into account the size of their herd and the cost of buying these injections and the cost that they'll be getting in return from the surplus of milk production. Based on extensive review of information related to the safety of BST, the Food and Drug Administration concluded that meat and milk products from BST supplemented cows are safe for human consumption. The United States Food and Drug Administration approved the commercial use of BST for dairy farms in 1991. Ever since, dairy farmers in the United States have been extremely successful with this product. We live in a world that is constantly adapting to the new technologies that are being made around us, and this technology has assisted in the growing and successes of the agriculture industry today.